Hey there guys, and welcome back to Hursty Games, and welcome to the Diego Maradona Prime Icon player review. Now, you're going to see a lot of player reviews slowly but surely coming from this channel, and this is where I'm kind of going to start things off. I'm going to say start things off. I know I've done player reviews and stuff before. Obviously we did the cheap CR7. Of course, if you haven't seen that, then jump on back and find it. There's going to be a player review playlist that's going to slowly but surely make its way onto the channel, and you can get yourself all nice and caught up and keep up to date with all of those beautiful videos. Obviously they're beautiful. I was going to say because I made them, that sounds really vain. But nonetheless, today we are looking at the prime Diego Maradona, and this card, boys, looks incredible. As you can see, we've got it on a 20 game loan. Can't afford that proper thing. It's mad. That SBC is nearly 3 million coins. And I've only seen one on the market, and it was on the Xbox. Obviously I'm on PlayStation, and it was over 6 million coins. I'm rocking a solid 20k right now, so that's not happening. Okay, so let's go and have a little look at the little guy's stats. As you can see, he's got a 3-star weak foot and 5-star skill moves, very much deserves. Incredibly talented player, especially in his dribbling, which you'll see here in those attributes. Look at all the green, boys. Just look at it all. So much green, dark green especially as well, looking absolutely insane. 92 pace, 93 shooting, the main stats looking there, 97 finishing, 94 long shots, 94 penalties, which I'm not too fussed about, but the likes of long shots, the shot power being 85, which is nice and high as well, it's going to be incredible. His passing is 92 with a 96 free kick accuracy, which is always good to see. 96 curve, boys, those finesses are going to be mad. Going to be absolutely incredible. 95 vision and short passing and long passing both nearly at 90s each, so that's incredible. And the dribbling at 97 is going to be phenomenal. Oh my goodness, 98 balance, 97 ball control, 98 dribbling and 95 composure. I cannot wait to get into the games with this card. It's going to be ridiculous. Even 82 jumping. I mean, we all know his jumping height was a little bit taller than the 5'5" he's put in his card. But we won't linger on that. What we will linger on is the fact that this guy is going into this team for 20 games. Let's get into the highlights. It's going to be a little bit different to how I do like my normal highlight videos, but you guys will see. Let's go to Future Tom, looking back on those 20 games. Okay, so to start off, you're going to see I'm in a different location. Basically, we got snowed in at my fiance, so I filmed it all here. But regardless, this card, I had to do this review. Nothing was going to stop me doing it. It's incredible. To start off with, I said I was going to do the 20 games. I actually only did 10 because that's all I needed to do. I've decided I want to keep this card for 10 more games for sort of the odd game where I'm going to need to bring a player on that's going to score me a goal. And you know what? This guy will score you goals. He is insane. I've got to actually say, honestly, the best attacking player I've used all year round. And I 100% mean that. I've also used the Prime Ronaldo, the Prime Brazilian Ronaldo, and honestly, this guy trumps him, in my opinion. He is phenomenal. I've got on the sides and on the screen here, you'll see the pros and cons. Also, you'll see on the bottom some stats that I've kind of put over and over again, like the main stats that you guys will probably want to know. But honestly, he is so good. His finishing is incredible, absolutely top quality. Like his finesse, all of this, like his shot power, crazy. He's so hard to get off the ball. When you've got him on the ball, if you're dribbling, you can just keep weaving, keep ducking around, and he's so hard to get the ball off of, as long as you've got that little bit of space. So he's absolutely incredible. I've only got a couple of cons here, and actually the cons were really hard to come up with because there aren't many cons for this card. His price obviously is through the roof. Last time I checked, his SBC was just under 3 million coins for both consoles, and I've only ever seen one on the market, and it was on Xbox, and he went for 7 million coins just under. I think it was 6.8, something like that. So he is really expensive. That is the only con to this. But then again, if he was cheap, everyone would have him. So 7 million coins nearly you're looking at to buy him, and you're looking at just under 3 mil to get him through an SBC. And you know what? I think he's going to be the next player that I really massively save up for getting because I want this card. He's so good. Obviously he's a little bit short. He's 5'5", It's not the end of the world, because if you play the ball to his feet, it doesn't really matter how tall he is. He does actually win some headers, but obviously being 5'5", he's not going to win all of the headers all of the time, which is fair enough. And he's a little bit weak on the ball, so you know, if you're coming up against like a strong defender, someone physically strong, he will get knocked off the ball because his physicality is 76. So it's not sky high, but like I said, with his dribbling being as good as it is, it's not that much of a con. I just had to put it on because I had to give some bad points to this card, which really were actually a struggle to find because he is so good. But he's a great passer of the ball. His like attacking positioning, I think actually is one of his biggest assets. The way he gets into spaces and the spaces he finds are ridiculous. I mean, this one as an example here is a good example of the dribbling. He just keeps the ball. I don't have to use many skill moves. I don't think I use any skill moves. He just keeps the ball. He just runs through the whole team. All of this footage, by the way, is on Foot Champs. All of it is on Foot Champs, all 10 games. So he got 23 goals in 10 games on Foot Champs. So that itself is quite a good return for me personally. 2.3 goals per game. His passing average was 88%. His shooting accuracy or something was like 90 plus. So were his I can't think of the word, dribble success rate, that's the word, it's on the screen now, over 90%. He is such a good card. I cannot recommend him enough. He just put in so much work. Like, he just scores. Like, I partnered him with Aguero, which, as many of you will know, is my favourite striker this year. And honestly, Maradona, if I had him, would 1000% trump over Aguero in regards to my favourite striker. Absolutely insane. If you've got the coins for this card, do it. Do it. He will just score you goals. He's got the mixture of the great finesses, but also the power behind his shots is scary. Like, it's actually ridiculous. Obviously, doing the Foot Champs, majority of the people I was playing against did have Maradona. Most of them were playing him at cam. There were a couple at centre mid for some reason, but there were a few at striker, and honestly for me that's his best position. Play him at striker. Play him with another striker that can kind of, I'd say you've got the two options of either having someone that can keep up with him, someone like Aguero who is quick as well and will keep up with his pace, or you want someone big and physical, someone like Ibra, for example, like an Alan Shearer, again if you've got the coins, to be the muscle and be the strength, but passes like that as well. Just go to show that it's not just his finishing. He didn't get too many assists, I think it was just 2 assists, but his passing was actually ridiculous. He's only got 3-star weak foot, and you don't really notice it that much, if I'm being brutally honest. You don't necessarily notice that he's got the weak foot. Majority of his goals I scored were on his left, because obviously I know he's left-footed, so I was bringing it onto his left majority of the time. But 99 times out of 100, if you shoot with his right foot, it's still going to be a great shot. And I genuinely think 3-star weak foot, you're not going to notice. It felt like at least a 4-star weak foot. It didn't feel like a negative, so that's why I didn't put it as a con. But honestly, I cannot rave about this card enough. I genuinely think one of, if not the best card I have used all year, and I don't just say that, I genuinely mean that. So I personally put him as a striker, and I highly recommend if you get him, you do the same thing. Shots like that, the sheer power behind that shot, I think it was the Heron goal. You're getting nowhere near that. He is not stopping that. It doesn't matter what keeper you've got, he will find the back of the net and he will score. But his positioning, the best positioning of a player I've used this year. 100%. Attacking, defensive, anything. Best positioning on a player I have used this year. Like, absolutely 1000%. I mean that so much. Such good positioning, and that's what gets you goals half the time. Sprinting like this, getting in that great position, and then just powering it across. That one was actually saved, so that's not a good example of what I'm talking about. But the positions he gets into by running or by, you know, just being passed to in a great position, he does so well, and he tucks the ball away so often. Like, I don't think I had many shots even off target with him, let alone saved. Like, I've shown some shots that were saved and stuff because it's a good example of his positioning or his skills like that, or like his dribbling, anything like that. But he just scores worldies. Like, that is an insane goal. I wouldn't have done that with another player. So to me, that's what makes him very valuable. So let me know in the comments what you think. If you've used him, I highly recommend you try his loan card out, because even if you've only got him for 20 games, even if you've only got him for 10 games, he will win you them. He will get you the goals. He will make the difference in your team. So let me know what you think about his price and his value. If you agree with it, if you think he's a little bit overpriced or maybe even a little bit overrated, that's entirely up to you. And I want to know your guys' opinions. But I personally think if I had 2.5 million coins, he would be the first player I would go and purchase. And I genuinely intend at some point throughout this year to try and make that a possibility. But I've still got 10 more games with him. If you want to see those 10 games, then let me know. But also, I need you guys to let me know other players you want to see as reviews. So I've mentioned before, I'm going to do some more reviews, like more and more often. It's something that I really want to push on this channel and get some more player reviews out there. But I want to know what kind of players you guys want to see as well. So if there's any players that you're unsure of, or if you want to see a review on, or you are thinking of getting and you're not sure first, let me know in the comment section below. I will be looking through those comments, and honestly, I want to do reviews that you guys want to see. So you just need to let me know if there's a player you're interested in. It could be any position, goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, striker, I do not mind. You've just got to let me know. But for now, boys, I'm going to say thank you so much for checking this video out. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like on the video. If you've tried out Maradona, also let me know how he did for you. Like I said, 10 games, 23 goals. For me, that's a very, very good return. But also subscribe if you are new around here for more of the Hursty Games content. But thank you so much for checking it out, and I will see you guys very, very soon. And of course, look after yourselves. See you later.